course, his partner, the Avalanche. You two went at it a little bit earlier.
I'm not talking.
The Macho Man in a kind of a different frame of mind, but Sting, you know what you got to do tonight. You're talking about men that collectively are nearly 1,000 pounds. Certainly you and Randy have got a game plan for this one.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Look at my chest. If the camera could possibly get a close-up of that thing. That right there is from the Macho Man chopping each other. And the last time we got to talk on some live TV, talking about this match coming up, we're both nearly bloodied just talking to one another about this whole thing. And now the Macho Man has taken it to the next step. He's not even going to talk. Macho Man, are you sure you don't want to say it?
I'm not talking.
See what I'm talking about?
He's out of his
Macho
tree.
Man is out of his mind. He is ready. He's almost frothing at the mouth. He's afraid, probably, for Gene, he's afraid for what he might say on live TV, Macho Man.
I'm not talking.
No. You know why? The Macho Man doesn't need to talk. The Stinger doesn't need to talk. But unfortunately, I'm the only one in this team that has the opportunity to. He doesn't want to, so I got to do it. You're talking about law, order, and justice, Big Bubba. Law, order, and justice. No more. You're going to be no more after this is over with in Avalanche. Yes, I have a plan. The Macho Man has a plan, and that is to put you out. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to drop you maybe on your head. The Scorpion Deathlock, does that get you pumped up? Do you want to say something now, Macho Man?
Not talking.
Thank you very much, Sting and the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Tell you what, I don't want to talk either, BG.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the John and Ant Show. John here.
This is Ant.
Oh, God, I love Sting and Macho Man and those promos from WCW. Oh, I'm not talking.
Pretty impressive. It was, I did like that one.
I'm not talking. That was a chair. Oh, man. Oh, I miss the WCW days. That was when WCW was good. Really good.
It's funny because when I look at that Sting, the way his mannerisms there, I don't understand why Sting hasn't reverted to Surfer Sting yet. Because if anything, he's acting more like he used to act as Surfer Sting as opposed to when he first came out as Crow Sting. You know, he was the silent type. He's not that anymore. And we saw a clip of Sting this week. Yeah,
yes.
Actually yesterday's Impact, where he was talking, you know, reminiscent of his early days.
Yep.
So
Let's
it's nice to be reminded of that.
Jump into Impact, shall we?
Yes, let's jump into Impact, the greatest show of all time, which will surpass Raw at one point. In the future.
I'm going to throw my Gucci shoe at you, and I don't have a Gucci shoe because they're so damn expensive.
Exactly. It costs more than your house.
Hey, we make fun of my house?
No, that's a Ric Flair quote.
Oh, yeah,
my shoes cost more than your house.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is Ric Flair. That is Ric
No,
Flair.
I'm not making fun. No, but yeah, I was looking for TNA. I was looking forward to TNA Impact as I always do, as everyone should.
Stop it.
Every true wrestling fan.
Stop it. I had to sit through this bloody mess too. So there was only like three good spots in this whole Impact.
Not where you would think either. Not really where you would think.
But let's jump into the opening segment of Jeff Hardy and his stupid Creatures of the Night.
Yes.
Enough. Stop singing your theme song when you're coming out. It's getting annoying.
He likes the song.
Do you see Hulk Hogan singing his theme song coming out? Do you see Shawn Michaels?
He used to. Hulk Hogan
singing
used to.
his theme song, even though he sings his own theme song, but is he singing coming out to the ring?
Hogan
Does
used
Triple
to do
H
it.
sing King of Kings? Come on!
Hogan used to do it. When did he used to? When he had Jimi Hendrix. The Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child. But he only... You know, that song's not lyric heavy. You know, it's mostly the guitar. But you'd see him mouth, chop it down with the edge of my hand. He would.
No, I know what you mean.
But he didn't, and he would air guitar to it. Not as good as the 3MB does, but he did air guitar to it.
I think 3MB beats Jeff Hardy by a clear mile.
The only thing is that Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child is an incredibly far better song than whatever Jeff Hardy comes out to. I don't know what that...
I don't know what it is either.
What that is, but either way, Jeff Hardy comes out for a promo, and I'm saying to myself...
Stupid, generic face promo that... You know, here's an interesting part. He won the stupid rematch, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, say if he he loses again, doesn't he still get another rematch? That he's technically owed for losing?
I don't know. Let me tell you something. It's funny how it's not just TNA that does this. Every now and then WWE does it too.
Oh, they do?
Where they just completely either ignore a rematch clause or they just keep giving the person a rematch
technically,
clause.
you would have 2 rematch clauses if he loses this one, because
He's-
technically he didn't
use
really,
the first one. But I
really
think
use that first one.
it seems almost as if what he did was he put his rematch clause on the line.
Lame, why would you do that?
I
That's
don't
just
know.
stupid.
I don't know.
You have a gimme, and you want what do you want to prove the world?
Because he's a face
you could
and he
beat
wants
Kurt
to...
Angle, Samoa Joe, and Magnus. Yay! Kurt Angle's still better than you.
Well, Kurt
Samoa
Angle's
Joe
than
is
everybody.
better than you. Magnus,
Speaking of Magnus.
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. We'll get to that in a bit.
Okay, all right.
But let's finish off with this Hardy promo. Creatures of the Night, and all of a sudden, the Lord and Savior comes out, Bully Ray. I love it.
You love Bully Ray.
I do.
Now you do.
I want a vest. I want to be part of Aces and Eights.
See, John at first didn't really care much for this whole Aces and Eights thing. But
Now
Bully
I
Ray,
love it.
Bully Ray won him over with this edition of Impact Wrestling.
And Taz.
He basically came out and buried Jeff Hardy and the
Yes.
Creatures.
Yes.
Called them moron creatures. Or whatever.
I want a vest. Come on, TNA. Put a vest on TNAshop.com. Please, and I will buy it. I will wear it on the show. I will be an Aces and Eights member. I'll be so happy.
Aces and Eights rating WrestleMania. Just for the best of WrestleMania.
So they jump Hardy and they kick him, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And then stupid Samoa Joe, Magnus, and Kurt Angle come out. And Eric Young.
Magnus was out there?
Yeah, according to.
Okay.
Unless we missed him.
I don't know. Or maybe someone who looked like Mac. The guy's so unimportant. I don't even know why he's being part of this group. But okay, I mean, maybe he's talented enough. Maybe he'll win us over. But at this point, he's just the odd man out.
He is.
You know.
Right now, except for that one person in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. Can I talk about that?
Yes,
now?
you can. A segue into it.
There's a guy in the front row. With a Magnus shirt.
Magnus!
A blue Magnus shirt that sticks out like a Thor thumb. And I said, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, is he really wearing a Magnus shirt? Out of all the shirts he could have gotten.
Yep.
Hogan, Kurt Angle, Sting. He got a Magnus shirt?
A Magnus shirt.
Are you kidding? And I'm thinking to myself, that guy's definitely a plant. He's
Plant.
definitely a plant.
Plant.
There's no way anyone would go out and buy a Magnus shirt and allow themselves
Maybe he's a big Magnus
themselves to be seen on TV with the shirt on. Okay? There's nothing against Magnus. It looks like a Dave and Buster's shirt, but like light blue, and it has an M on it instead of the old DB.
Oh man, how do you feel? Yeah, hey, you might be right in some way.
Like from a distance.
He could be a Magnus fan.
No,
absolutely not. That's not TNA. It's Magnus. It's maybe if they were in Britain still or England or something like that. I understand.
Okay, you know what? Maybe.
But they're in Alabama. Where were they? Kentucky, Alabama?
I don't even know where the heck they were. But they, as we know, they're not in the Impact Zone anymore. So they are traveling. I'm not sure where they are.
They're traveling. Yay!
But I just don't buy it. I do not buy for a second that somebody went out of their way to get a Magnus shirt.
Would you yell "plant" if you were at a TNA show and just saw the Magnus shirt again? Just
I
plant.
would point at him and shout at the top of my lungs.
I have to see this.
Because I would do it during each match.
Wow.
Because it needs to come out on TV.
So everyone else is just quiet. You just yell "plant."
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not joking.
I love it. I love you, Ant-Man.
He is oh my gosh, such a plant.
So Bully Ray saved this promo. He did an excellent job cutting off Jeff Hardy and his stupid Creatures of the Night.
Moron creatures.
Yes, moron creatures. Oh yeah, love it.
Oh, Taz. Speaking of which, Taz made this show something else.
Oh my God! I think I'm his number one fan now.
Yeah.
Taz, right here, number one fan.
In one edition of Impact, Bully Ray and Taz won John over.
I love it.
This was something else, as I actually saw it happen.
Yes, he did.
So it's a shame Rob missed it. I think Rob, But I will say that there is one member of Aces and Eights that will never win anybody over.
Wes Briscoe.
He just...
Ugly face, long hair, ew.
It's just... He
looks like a creep.
Well, no, of course, that's fine.
Creeper Briscoe.
He can look like a creep if he wants. The hair just looks stupid.
Oh my god, it looks horrible.
Like he's got to use conditioner or something because by the end
but
of the...
let's wait. Let's hold off on that because we have our next segment,
right,
which involves Chavo and Hernandez.
But again, Briscoe's look isn't exactly what I'm gonna say about him. I'll get into that later. It's more than that. So, yeah, we got a Chavo.
Good.
Oh, by the way, this was Open Fight
God.
Night. Open Fight Night on TNA. Okay. So basically, people come out and call out opponents.
Call out people and stuff like that. Whatever. Wrestlers,
and you would
knockouts, referees.
Yeah. And you would think that...
The audience members.
Usually it's for a match.
Yes.
But we had a few here where somebody was called out and nothing happened.
Nothing happened. But let's get to Chavo.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The upcoming... Chavo and Hernandez make their way to the ring. For a tag match, they're going to call somebody out. Who? Well, let's see. But... First things first.
Give me a gun.
Chavo cut a promo.
Give me a gun. Just give me a gun because he can't cut a promo. He just yelled. And you know what? He sounded like Conan.
Yeah.
Doing all the, Viva, like, he didn't, say it like that. But it sounded like it. And bad approach because you did it terribly. And I know what he was trying to do. It was terrible. His mic work sucks.
Yeah.
Don't cut a promo ever again, Chavo. Don't. Do not. Do me the favor. Just go out there, do your Eddie Guerrero moves, steal his moves like you do usual, and that's it. Let Hernandez talk.
Well, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Well, easy.
It was awful.
It was very awful.
I mean, I've seen bad mic work. His might be on the top.
It was pretty bad.
It was horrible.
And I'll tell you something. This mic work, I remember some of his mic work with, he had a rivalry with Eddie Guerrero many years ago, where we also had Chavo Sr. on the scene.
Ah,
remember
Chavo.
that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I have to go back and watch those promos, because I'm starting to think, was Chavo Sr. there because Chavo was so bad on the mic back then too?
He never spoke on the mic.
He didn't do it much.
Stop.
No, but during his feud with Eddie, he did grab the mic a few times.
Well, he had to.
He had to.
He had to.
But like I said, Chavo Sr. was there.
Thinking about that. It's just Eddie Guerrero cutting a promo and just Chavo Guerrero.
No,
am I supposed to say something?
It's like, first of all, I don't understand why every time they have a Mexican wrestler, they have to be the generic, Mexican.
Conan, Rey Mysterio.
Just a person who's all about Mexico.
Yes.
All the freaking time. Who says essay, Holmes, and things like that.
How many times did he stay? I want to smash my head through the laptop.
And I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but when you do it all the time,
and he did
every Mexican does the same thing.
This is actually the first thing
They always have to have the Mexican flag on their attire or something. Even Alberto Del Rio.
I know.
Does he really have to have the Mexican flag as part of his title shot?
No, he doesn't. It's ridiculous.
Now, when I look back at, let's say, Kurt Angle, well, I understand that because he represented the United States.
Yes.
In
Olympic gold
in the Olympics.
Yes.
He won a gold medal for his country. But I mean, if I go out and all of a sudden we just have, let's say, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, all just coming out with American flag Titantrons, or just...
That would make no sense.
It would make no sense. But just because these guys are from another country, they always have to push that.
I mean, Cesaro...
Why do you have to do that?
No, Cesaro comes out with this, like, the Swiss flag on his Titan, but that makes sense.
At the moment, it makes sense, but it is the... I don't want to say this. This isn't anything against Cesaro. It's against the creative department. It is the generic, I'm from Europe, Europe's better than America thing.
Yes.
That's what it is. Okay? They didn't do that with Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett's just a tough Englishman.
Yep, that's it.
Kind of a sort of William Regal type character, but more serious.
Now wait, they'll put the England flag up soon. Just wait.
Yeah, they might. I wouldn't be surprised. But no, this whole the old Mexican gimmick is getting so annoying. Like, look, we get they're from Mexico. We get they have a rich history in luchadors, but enough with it.
This was god awful.
Just give us a Mexican wrestler who doesn't remind us every 5 seconds that he's from Mexico.
Yes. Essay.
We will be able to tell through his moveset.
Exactly.
We could tell, we don't need to be reminded.
What moveset? It's Eddie Guerrero.
Well, I was talking in respect to.
I know what you mean.
In general. But yeah, Chavo Guerrero's arsenal is basically an Eddie Guerrero template because he doesn't even use the gory bomb anymore.
No, we'll get into more of that during the match.
And he has this. Well, let me tell you something. There is one move that he has that's original. And it's his version of a frog splash.
It is god awful.
Because it's so bad that I don't even want to call it
a frog splash.
This is just.
You know what?
This is a Chavo splash.
Rey Mysterio's da-da-da is better than that.
No, I do remember Rey Mysterio doing the
frog splash, and it was better at one point.
He did it fine.
This thing, I don't even know what that was.
I don't know what he was doing.
You know, you're supposed to go like this. He went like that.
It looked like...
As I'm throwing my arms up in the air, like you're supposed to like hold your hands and do it, or something like that. But he was like all over the place.
Was he trying to do what RVD does? Because not even RVD comes out like that.
I know. He gets hyped though.
Yeah, and I don't know why Chavo... Just Chavo, come on.
Come on, man!
And, well, look, I did think the match was alright. It was fast paced, but I know you didn't like it.
I didn't like it, but I did like what Kazarian was wearing. Kazmania, baby.
Yeah, Kazmania.
Kazmania.
They were also wearing. So basically after that, the god awful promo, they called out Bad Influence.
Bad Influence.
Christopher Daniels and
this magically becomes the #1 contender spot for the tag titles.
So that happens, and I figured, all right, well, Chavo and Hernandez are going to win because Aries and Rue are still here.
And plus they cheated last week.
Yeah, they cheated. Ooh. But yeah, the Chavo and Hernandez won. We get to see them in another title match.
Yeah.
We get to see about 1 million. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Hernandez does that same move where he just throws himself over the top ropes.
Right, like a like tackle or something like that.
It's like a shoulder
clothesline,
block. A flying shoulder block.
There we go. We'll see that about 20 times, and it'll be on Hernandez Mania. And we'll see that 20 times, just like we saw. What was it? Steiner Mania?
Oh, in Steiner Mania, there is a section where they number how many times he did belly to belly suplexes. And I feel like
up to 10.
And I feel like if you do that to, no, I think it went up to 8.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I think Hernandez could break that.
Well, I think he will. If you give him a long enough. Can you imagine Hernandez in an Iron Man match?
He bust out like 30 of them.
Oh my gosh.
How many times is that? 31, 32. Just keeps going. It's ridiculous. Next we get Chavo and Hernandez win the match. I did not like this match whatsoever. I don't like Chavo. I really wish Kazarian and Christopher Daniels would have won. And Bad Influence is coming out with a movie, as Taz said.
Yeah, Taz was saying that, I don't know if he said Bad Influence is coming out with a movie or if there is a movie called Bad Influence.
We have to figure that out. We have to find that out. Yeah. But they're gonna win a Grammy. That's their Grammy.
Grammy. That's music. Oh,
Academy. He said Grammy though. I'm pretty sure an Oscar.
An Oscar.
He did say Grammy though. I thought he said Grammy.
Oh, Taz.
I'm pretty sure. If you watch it, he says I think every award though.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Next we get Taryn Terrell in the women's locker room.
Yeah.
She's gonna show her new attire.
She's talking about how she's in her underwear in the attire, in the locker room, because they're like interviewing her, and she's got her head stuck out of the door. It's like, oh, this is a new attire. Also, I'm in my underwear or whatever. Then she comes out, and she might as well be in her underwear.
Yeah. Wow.
Because that attire, what attire?
Wow.
You know, it's like it's even more.
That was eye popping.
It's even more revealing than what Brooke Tessmacher wears to the ring.
That's
Speaking of which, where is she? I need her on TV again.
Where is she?
Bring Tessmacher back.
No. She challenges Gail Kim, and obviously there's no match. What's her name? Comes out.
Brooke Hogan.
No, not Brooke Hogan.
Oh.
Tara. And Tara.
Oh yeah, they
beat down Terrell and Vel. As I was talking to you, I'm like, who's gonna make the generic save?
Well, the generic champion.
Velvet Sky.
Velvet Sky, yes.
So she comes out. They go at it, and they cut the commercial.
Yeah.
And they cut back to backstage, and they go at it again.
Well, actually, you said that this was Terrence Rowe calling out Gail Kim, right?
Yes.
Yes. No match.
No match.
So that's one.
But interesting thing we saw backstage.
Oh wow. Well, hey,
As they were going at it,
yeah.
what do we notice?
Well, the first thing that was happening, we saw that Terrence Rowe and Velvet Sky were backstage being interviewed.
Yes.
Okay. And Velvet said that she was just trying to do the right thing. She knows she's dealt with Gail Kim and Tara before. She's just trying to help out. And Terrence Rowe's not paying attention to this. She sees Gail Kim and Tara walking, attacks Gail Kim from behind, and starts beating her down. And Tara's there too. There's like a bit of a scuffle.
But we don't notice the fight. We notice something else.
We notice something besides the knockouts fighting. There's something very delicious on the table.
A Papa John pizza boxes.
Yes, there were stacks of Papa John pizza.
And there was like 8 of them.
Right?
8 of them.
I know. And I just saw that. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry now. I need some Papa John's. And I wonder what type of toppings they got.
I'm waiting for TNA to start, sponsoring Papa John's pizza now.
Hey, what?
Why not? It was just like 8 boxes out of the cat fight going on. We noticed the 8 boxes of Papa John's.
Yes.
And we knew it right away.
Well, at least...
what are those boxes in the... Oh, with the Papa John's. They have the green on the side with the white.
With the red, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to
Papa
be...
John's.
I bet they got the Papa's favorite.
I think so.
I think that's the...
But that's a lot. 8 boxes to feed that many wrestlers?
Well, the wrestlers have big appetites. Big appetites. No, you got...
Samoa Joe.
You know, Jeremy Borash is there, so...
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
I think Undertaker sneaks down there to eat a couple pizza pies. Eats like
goodness.
10 of them.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, boy.
I'm bad. I don't want to meet the Undertaker. He might tombstone me.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Choke slam me through the ground.
There's a good chance.
Yeah. Cuckoo caca.
I knew that was coming. I was thinking of doing it, but I couldn't figure out a way to get that in there.
Next, Gut Check is coming back.
All right. This is what I'm talking about.
Whoa, you seem so psyched for
TNA
this.
Gut Check is where it's at.
Steve off, baby. Steve off.
Wow, Steve Offplug, huh?
Yeah, might as well. You know, he's from the area, so I want to give him a plug.
All right.
So I wish you luck, Steve off again. You know, hopefully the polls don't magically shut down this time.
Yeah.
Also noting that Adam Pearce from ROH is in this Gut Check, and
Ring of Poopy?
yes, Ring of Poopy.
Now, is this guy good?
Yeah.
So they're losing another top-notch competitor.
I liked him.
Okay.
I liked it for who he was in ROH.
Boy,
Against,
ROH just can't hang on to their stars anymore.
Against a 13-year-old veteran, Magno. He's a masked wrestler.
Yes.
I've never heard of him, so...
Neither have I.
Wow.
Neither have I.
Neither, yeah. So maybe Rob will know something about him, like he knew about El Santo.
Yeah, well, maybe he does.
Next we get Sting. Sting is trying to get into Hulk Hogan's office.
Mm.
And security is blocking the way.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna try a different approach because he's gonna get to this place.
He's getting to that place. And he was screaming the same way that he was screaming in the promo we played earlier. He was screaming in that same exact voice. Funny how Sting is one of those wrestlers whose voice didn't change as he got older. You know, it's funny because if you go back and you watch some old clips of old wrestlers...
Oh, their voice changes.
Their voice changes, and, you know, some people attribute that to possible steroid use. Other people attribute it to... Well, I don't know what else you would attribute it to, because...
I think Randy Orton's voice changed a little bit.
Maybe a bit. It has. Some notable ones are Booker T. If you watch that Hall of Fame package, there's a few clips in there where you're like, is that him talking?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's possible that he was young at the time, you know, things like that. I just don't think wrestlers should be hitting puberty.
Yeah, right?
But still, Sting sounds exactly the same when he does do these screams. I think he should go back to Joker Sting.
No.
While he can.
Surfer Sting.
And
he can ride on a surfboard with the wave.
Even this mannerism, I was like, oh my gosh, is he going to go back to Joker Sting, please? Yes.
I'm kind of hoping he goes back to Surfer Sting.
I know.
And then we have the Crow AJ, so it kind of works.
The Crow AJ.
He's already Crow. I'm calling it now.
You're giving it in. You're giving in.
I'm giving in already. I'm the Crow. I don't get it. What's wrong with me, man?
I don't know.
What's going on, AJ? He's the crow already. He's pissing me off. Next, we'll see him. Next week, he's gonna be up in the rafters with a bat,
Yeah.
pointing down. He's gonna point a bat at James
So
Storm.
random. Like, I can't even see how that comparison's made.
He's not talking. There's the comparison.
Hmm.
When Sting left WCW, he didn't talk for a period of time. He did that one shoot on WCW where he had his cameras. He was talking. He was talking to the crowd. He wasn't facing the camera. It was a shoot, and he was just pissed off, and he disappeared, and he came back as the Crow Sting.
But as far as I remember, though, Sting didn't attack any faces.
No.
He didn't attack any faces. And he went.
Well, maybe AJ was having a bad day.
Oh well.
You know, you gotta give the guy credit. Maybe James Storm pissed him off. I would have done the same thing. You know? He was having a bad day. And he said something wrong, and he deserved it.
Maybe.
He deserved it.
Alright.
Take that, James Storm.
We'll see. Is James Storm another one who likes to have donuts with Mark Henry?
Oh, I don't know. He likes to drink a lot of beer, I think, with Stone Cold.
Okay.
They like to have a couple of beer wisers together, or whatever you want to call it, Austin Wisers, or whatever you want to call it now. Generic beers, generic Stone Cold beers, whatever. Garbage Stone Cold. Stay away.
Well, no, actually, they're generic light beers.
Oh, generic light beers.
Because,
Sorry.
yes, they're different now.
Next, we get Hulk Hogan talking to Jeff Hardy. I mean Hardy. Sorry, I did not mean to say that.
Hulk Hogan basically acknowledging the mistake he made.
I made the mistake.
He made the mistake.
Brother. Hogan said Hardy can pick the stipulation for the match.
Uh-huh.
And Sting music hits, and Hogan gets up like, oh my god! Sting music is hit. What do? I go out to the ring.
Yeah, they actually did hear Sting's music hit from the backstage.
That is pretty interesting. It was the locker room here and the stage there.
No, it does make sense that they would hear it.
It does, because
it's
in the
always
backstage
really loud.
fallout of Raw, you can actually hear they were interviewing Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn, and it was actually the old school Raw, and you can actually hear Orton's theme music, which is kind of funny, playing in the background, so it gets possible.
But basically, Sting went out there for an open challenge. And, he could have, I don't know, called out Bully Ray.
Yeah, Bully Ray.
Because, that's the guy he's been wanting to get a piece of for the past 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. But no, he decides to call out
Hulk Hogan.
Kind of odd, but
crickets.
I'll see what we got here.
I like this promo.
Yet another open fight night challenge that didn't result in a fight.
Yes, of course. I mean, you think Hulk Hogan's gonna fight?
Well, no.
But I did like the promo. One of the good
I noticed
spots
was that when he called out Hulk Hogan, came out and threw the crutch.
Yes, he threw the crutch.
And he did he still was walking gingerly.
He's got it. At least he sells the injury.
In the ring,
unlike certain people.
Yeah, in the ring he didn't move around as much. He did walk fine, but he still got the crutch for some type of support. Sting said that he's sick of apologizing or something along those lines. Like, this is the 3rd time I'm going to do it. If not, things are going to get nuclear. Hogan basically told him off again.
He blamed Sting for everything.
Yeah.
But Sting fights back saying, oh, you're the general manager. Mm-hmm. You screwed up. This is your fault.
And Hogan
Technically it is.
And Hogan countered by saying that he did acknowledge that.
Yes.
He did acknowledge that he has made those mistakes. He's sick of talking about it. So
he tells Sting to leave.
And Sting says to make him.
Yes. So and he tears off his shirt.
Yeah, not all the way though. But
not all the way.
And then 2 security guards separate the two.
Yeah, one fat and the other one skinny. I mean, really? You can't take one of them out?
I didn't notice their body mass, but they did. Sting wasn't really fighting back.
No,
he wasn't really fighting back.
He's going to do his generic face and just go.
He's the face, well, they're both face at this point.
And take a couple look backs and think about it, and then keep walking and look back again.
At the very end, he said, soon enough.
Yeah, soon enough.
Something like that, right?
What?
We don't get it, but we'll find out soon enough.
Soon enough.
I love those play on words.
No biggie. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, I know you did.
Next we get... So that's going on, and Matt Morgan.
Oh, yeah. Sting was walking backstage, and TNA said that the cameras were still following. And then Matt Morgan made a sudden appearance backstage. And
it
said
says,
what?
Another Hogan mistake.
And he's clapping or
Yes,
whatever.
he's clapping.
Sting doesn't look back. He pauses, but he keeps walking. And
Does this mean a heel turn for the Stinger?
I don't know.
Trying to
I can't
enforce
remember the last time Sting was heel, really.
Good question. Oh wait, Main Event Mafia.
Was he?
I believe so. I remember he was in Main Event Mafia with Kurt Angle and all them, and they were technically heel.
I don't remember that.
You had Kevin Nash.
I only paid
Kurt
attention
Angle,
to Scott Steiner.
Booker T. Charmel was in the group.
Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner was in the group.
That's the only person who mattered.
That all that's you, huh?
He was obviously the leader and the muscle of.
Yes. Yes, he was. Next, we get back to James Storm comes to the ring and open fight night. Calls out AJ Styles. And AJ Styles just stares. And stares. And stares.
Well, we did see something that was interesting. So wait, yeah, James Storm challenged AJ Styles.
Yes.
Obviously, this isn't going to result in a match between James Storm.
But he
and
did
AJ
ask
Styles.
him if they want to talk about it.
But
with
wait,
a beer.
while AJ Styles is in the stands, and he's just staring into the ring. This is actually the profile pic, the
Yes.
picture we have up right now. As AJ Styles is staring into the ring, one of the greatest fans of all time, dressed as Hulk Hogan, just walks right past him.
Walks by, just doing a Hulk
as he's-
Hogan pose.
Yes, as he's posing. And I just thought this was so brilliant that I needed to just snap
That's
a
gonna
picture
be
of
our
it
profile picture.
and make it the picture for this
And the
video.
first time I was trying to figure out what Ant-Man was laughing at, and we both laughed at the same exact thing.
No, what happened was that we were watching it. I saw it pass, and I see out of the corner of my eye, John starts laughing, and I'm like cracking up too. And he says, "What are you laughing at?" And I just said, "You know exactly
Yeah.
what I'm laughing about."
Wow.
Just brilliant.
I love it.
Great time.
That's another one. Taz made this TNA Impact for me.
Yeah.
It started off slow with the Hardy and the stupid tag match and the stupid Chavo, but thanks to Taz, I love you, Taz.
Yeah.
I'm your #1 fan. He making gestures to the crowd. Oh man, I love Taz.
Yeah, so do I.
I want a vest.
That's
I
funny
really
because
want a
at first, we were ragging on him, but he really had fun in this,
He did. He
this
was just
edition.
giving thumbs up to the crowd.
He was giving thumbs up to the crowd and everything. It was unbelievable. He was having the time of his life.
Yes,
there.
he was. At one point, he was just like, "Yeah, aces and eights can't beat us." I love it. Had to put that in there
Yeah,
again.
no, you did.
Oh,
He said that a
God.
few times
Yes,
also.
he did. I'm really digging Taz right now. I'm a Taz mark right now for announcing. He's the #1 announcer. Taz, #1 announcer for
What was
TNA.
it? Okay, so anyway, what happened is, what was I saying? What was I gonna say?
James Storm.
James Storm. James Storm gets beat down because
Yes, he
Aces and Eights
does.
comes out.
And AJ Styles is still staring.
Right.
I'm still staring at James Storm. And what do? I just walk that way. AJ Styles just walks. And Mike Tenay goes,
He started. What happened is going. Well, here's what got me, is that again AJ Styles just disappeared. You know what are you gonna do?
but I don't get Mike Tenay. Oh, look, he's running away again. He's walking away. Well, of course he is. He's done it every week.
Mm.
What makes you think he's not going to come to the ring and help a face?
Mm.
Technically, he's a heel.
Right.
You know, why would he help a face? Duh. Come on, Mike Tenay, you know better.
Well, no, because what he's referring to is how they used to be partners.
No, I understand that.
That's why. And he still doesn't understand why AJ is doing all this kind of stuff. But you know.
Because he's having problems. He's having bad days with the wife.
Now the three that
Don't
came
you
to
get it?
to beat down James Storm.
Yeah, they beat him down. Yeah.
Was-
yeah, Aces and
Was
Eights.
Luke
Doc.
excuse me, Doc.
I got you.
Doc, Wes Briscoe, and Garrett Bishop.
I love 2 out of 3. 2 out of those 3.
And you know what sucks is that this match, the one that we don't, obviously the one that's not that good was
Yeah.
the one who was in the match for the most time.
Wes Briscoe.
I
Unbelievable.
see that stupid hair flopping around the entire time.
Obviously, your winners are Aces and Eights.
Well, no, the people that came out to make the save
Yeah.
were Kurt Angle,
Eric Young.
Eric Young, and
That's it.
no, there was 3.
Yeah, we know it was Kurt Angle, Eric Young. That's it. That's how it became.
And James Storm. Excuse me.
James Storm was getting beat up. How's that
Yeah.
possible?
No, I'm saying that's the 3.
Oh, okay.
The 3 people in that one tag team. For some
But
reason,
what
I thought
Aces and
somebody
Eights,
else came
baby. Aces and Eights. Ah. Aces and Eights, baby.
I guess so. But yeah, Aces and Eights won. Taz bragged a bit. I feel like
Never walk alone.
Yeah,
Never
he keeps
walk
saying
alone.
that.
But also, there was a run in from D'Lo Brown, and they cheated, but that's how we roll, baby. Yeah. Anyway, they're in the clubhouse, and this where things get really awkward.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on? Bully Ray, Devon, and Anderson are all talking, and they give a toast to Wes Briscoe, a toast to Doc, a toast to Wes Briscoe, and oh, don't forget D'Lo, yay! All of a sudden, Anderson goes crazy.
Yeah, he throws a little temper tantrum. Like, I have this 4-year-old cousin who, if he doesn't get if I don't let him play Angry Birds Space on my iPhone, he throws a temper tantrum like this.
What were you thinking?
And my 4-year-old cousin is actually more intimidating than Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson?
Yeah.
Cuckoo caca baby.
Well, no,
Google
Mr. Anderson, it's pathetic. It was the stupidest
Oh my god.
tantrum I've ever seen.
And the
funny thing was, at the end of the tantrum, Bully Ray and Devon laugh at it.
Yes, I
It was
love
funny.
it. Because it was stupid.
Because that's what I wanted to do.
Oh,
I would have started
so
laughing at it
stupid.
too. It was ridiculous.
I don't know what was worse, Chavo's horrible mic skills or Ken Anderson's
It was this.
temper tantrum.
It was this.
I mean, my God, I didn't understand it. He just all of a sudden he got mad.
Yeah.
She's like, Jeff Hardy, mad,
Saying that he's not even going to get to name a stipulation because he's going to take him out or whatever.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Every single time that happens, what happens? The face wins.
Yeah.
So, and that leads to that. It's main event
Well, the
time.
face didn't win actually.
Oh, but first off,
But the face does always end up getting to name the stipulation if something like that is said. Boy, I just can't stand Anderson.
I know it's getting real bad now.
I never understood what Smark saw in him in the first place.
I've learned my lesson. I was at one time I liked Anderson, but now he's a complete joke.
Yeah.
What the heck
Yeah, it's
happened?
because you thought he'd get better,
Yeah, right.
but he didn't. He didn't.
From saying WWE held you back and stuff like that, and you go to TNA, and you're a joke, and you showed it.
You couldn't get over as world champ.
Yeah.
Nobody bought it. So.
Yeah, you're right. No one did buy it. We get the X Division. As we know, the rules have changed.
It got snubbed again.
Sanjay Dutt is out of the title picture after losing the fall. We go back, and Sanjay, that since he lost the fall in last week's 3-way. Wow, it's kind of funny saying. We get another three-way match to determine the number 1 contender. And these two are Mason Andrews, a.k.a. Scorpio Sky, and a man who's been away for 4 years, Petey Williams!
Every time I hear that name, I think it's Scott Steiner announcing it.
He does have the best
First of all, I gotta say that we did get a crappy Kenny King promo before this.
Yep.
To remind you just how pathetic the X Division is now.
Yes, I agree.
For the second time in 3 weeks, the X Division got snubbed.
Yes.
Why? Because it sucks. That's why. Because
it sucks.
Because who wants to see any of these matches?
Your mother
They don't do anything. Nothing happens in them. If Kenny King, if they would just take Kenny King out of these matches, maybe you'd have a decent
definitely.
X Division match.
Definitely.
Maybe you'd have 3 guys, all 3 of whom can actually do X Division type
Like
maneuvers.
Petey Williams, who I think has the best finishing move in the X Division.
And you know,
I love the Canadian Destroyer.
Kenny King is just one of the worst, if not the worst, X Division performer.
There was a game I had for the computer.
The X Division champion, I should say. I don't want to say
I know what
performer
you
because
mean.
I'm sure they're having bad ones, but champion-wise, he's awful.
I did have a game for the computer, and I always used the Canadian Destroyer because it looks so cool. Even though it takes, it's a what's it called? A team effort, because obviously we know it takes one person to do the move. That's what makes it cool about it.
Exactly.
You know, and I think it's just an awesome move to see. Like, there's some of them that's like, oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think he does have the best X Division finish. What he did have the best X Division finisher at the time. I don't know what is now.
Well,
At the time, it was the best.
I would like to see maybe he does have something new.
No, I think he still has the same.
You think he still has the same
Yeah.
thing?
And he's that generic. He's still Petey Pump. Did you notice that?
I did.
He's still Petey
Well,
Pump.
I mean, he didn't say anything really, right?
And once he shaved his head, I mean,
I cannot wait to see the Canadian Destroyer again.
I hope he pulls it off.
I cannot wait to see it. It's that good a move. It's a great finisher.
It is.
It really
I
is.
love
And
it.
I can understand though why they don't use it often because again you have to make sure you have two people who can do it.
Yep.
Uh,
I think that's.
do you think I don't know? Would they bother even trying to do the Canadian Destroyer on Kenny King because you know he'll just botch it?
I don't know. It's a good question.
He should be able to do it. You know, I'm not Kenny King's biggest fan. I can't stand him actually, but he should be able to pull off he should be able to pull off a Canadian Destroyer. Sell a
You know what's
Destroyer.
better than Kenny King?
Everything.
Taz's left.
So thankfully
That's better than Kenny King.
we were spared of a terrible X Division match featuring Kenny King.
Of course.
We didn't have to hear that stupid entrance song of his or see that stupid look on his face.
And that stupid F5 finisher that's not even coming. It's an F5.
Where does that even come from? Though?
I don't know.
Like, how is that? I gotta get.
Oh, sorry, the Royal Flush.
Oh, excuse me.
Anyway.
That's how it is. Like, that's how he came up with that move.
Relax, but
he wanted to do the F5,
Easy,
but he couldn't
easy,
do it right.
easy.
But they said, "Oh, that still looks good. Let's just call it."
Relax. We didn't have to see him tonight. We didn't have to see him at all.
That was a good thing.
It's a good thing. So, you get to avoid him until next week.
Just,
Maybe I think we should like bring shots. And every time Kenny King comes out, Ant-Man's got to take a shot.
yeah, right. Because that's what I need to watch to get through a Kenny King match. So the alcohol.
And every time they show just one shot. Another time they show another shot.
Yeah, right. As soon as I hear that music, I'll chug because I know I'm not going to be able to take it anymore.
Oh my God, the Kenny King drinking game.
Oh goodness. X Division, no. He doesn't deserve to even be called. It won't even be named after him. It'll be named after terrible X Division.
Terrible X Division. Yeah, it's looking crappy right now.
It is crappy right now.
Let's get to our main event.
Main event.
Crap. And that's the end of TNA review.
Well, hey, wait a second. That's not right. Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, that's enough said. Can we stop?
Well, we have to cover this.
Do we have to?
We do.
It's one crappy wrestler against another crappy wrestler that can't wrestle for his life depending on it.
Well,
all he can do, he has to grab a ladder and gets a chair.
Look, no, there's
'cause
one.
Everyone remembers him for TLC.
Look, there's one crappy wrestler, and then there's one who some refer to as a spot monkey.
He is the spot monkey.
But you got to give him credit for the spots that he does.
And sings his own generic song to the ring.
All right. But again, he does put his life on his career on the line many times.
What life?
I said career. I changed it to career. I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. Time out. Did you not see the thing with Randy Orton? Did you not see the beanbag, like the blow up thing in the? Remember he did that thing off the Titantron?
I'm talking about his dives off of ladders, TLC matches. The
that
first
too.
ones before the blow ups and all that stuff. I'm talking mainly about, let's say, excuse me. I'm talking mainly about.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
Like his, let's say his move on Edge.
Yes, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you. I get you. I'm not taking off party on that. It's
I know. But like I'm saying, he does do those risky things. Anderson, as far as I know, doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Just throw some tantrums.
Where?
That's what I heard. I didn't hear anything he said. I just heard where.
Someone needs his bottle. He's
where?
throwing a hammer around. It's hammer time.
Challenge him to a ambulance match.
Ambulance match.
The match, nothing special. You know, I actually thought it was kind of boring actually.
You know, but we did figure out something why Aces and Eights did not come to the ring.
Yeah.
They were watching a different channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's what happened.
About.
Because at this point, Jeff Hardy was
in complete control.
he smacked
Ken Anderson with a chair.
no hammer.
Hammer,
First
sorry,
was a
first
hammer.
hammer.
And somebody came to the ring. I can't remember who it was. Some Aces and Eights person.
Some
One of them.
generic Aces.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention that the reason Doc, Garrett, Bischoff, and Wes Briscoe won the match was because D'Lo Brown made an appearance. All right. So Jeff Hardy is doing this, and John says, where's Aces and Eights?
Yes, where's Aces and Eights?
And I came up with the theory, and I think I'm right. Is because Aces and Eights was also bored with the match.
They were watching another channel.
They changed it. And then Bully Ray decided, let's just check up to see how Anderson's doing. They changed it and they said, oh my God, he's going to put him through a table.
Oh my God.
Because right before Jeff jumps off the ladder, Bully Ray just comes running out.
Yes, so they just in time.
They they changed it back to TNA Wrestling to see the match. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta agree with that.
Because they didn't come out when Jeff Hardy was setting up the ladder or the table or anything. They had plenty of time.
with a chair.
And the way Bully Ray just jetted out there is because obviously they were not watching the match.
He was just relaxing, watching some TV, and then just what's going on? Oh my God! Ken Anderson's got beat up. We have to go save him.
But yeah, I mean, hey, come on, we change channels too every now and then.
Yes,
right?
we do. So. Yes, we do. So that's what we're going by. Bully Ray made the save.
He did.
And Jeff Hardy picks the stipulation. And oh my God, what a shock!
Yes, if you didn't notice what we were talking about.
What a shock!
Jeff Hardy used a chair. He used the table and a ladder. So he said. First he said tables, ladders, chairs, stairs.
Stairs? Stairs?
We gotta put them in there. Because what is it called? Full Metal Mayhem?
Full Metal Mayhem.
Okay.
Because they can't call it TLC.
Well, that's not a bad name. That's an interesting name.
But we all knew where it was going.
But tables are not made of metal.
No.
They're
made of wood.
Maybe he's talking about the bars that hold it up or whatever. But no, so it's basically going to be yet another...
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my.
Featuring Jeff Hardy and Bully Ray.
Go figure. Now, might as well get Matt Hardy and get Devon, get Edge and Christian, and we can have another TLC match.
Well, there's a few problems with that. One of the biggest problems being that Edge can't be in any more matches.
No, wait, we get an Edgehead to pretend to be Edge.
Exactly right.
And then Christian's doing absolutely nothing. We can get him.
No, he's not going to do anything.
He's still not going to do anything.
He's making a new career.
We can have a reunion in TNA.
Oh, boy. All people ever do is just say, TNA invites him for some reunion, they say no.
Well, Fat Hardy's in ROH now.
Well, he could stay in ROH.
He can stay in Ring of Poopy.
He can stay in Ring of Poopy. That's where he belongs.
We're gonna get ROH haters at one point. I'm telling you, they're gonna come after us.
No,
I mean, you don't watch the product.
No, but look, we're saying that we acknowledge how good they once were.
Of course,
we acknowledge the fact that
I've watched
WWE.
DVDs. I've watched what they produced.
Right, that the WWE and TNA they owe ROH a lot because of people like.
Samoa Joe,
CM Punk,
Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
You know, you can thank ROH for them.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for ROH...
There's no hiding that. You can't. There's just too much talent coming from that business. But now, they're running short on it because they keep taking it away.
El Generico's gone now.
Yeah, El Generico's gone. And he's got a far better name now. In Sami Zayn, is that his name?
Sami Zayn.
Thankfully, he no longer has the mask.
I don't know. I never seen what he looks like though.
Me neither.
I didn't
even check it out. But
next will probably be Kevin Steen. He'll be off that. He'll be going to WWE sooner or later.
It's interesting because I do think not just in ROH, there are plenty of talented people in NXT who I would like to see brought up before ROH.
Most likely after Mania, we'll start seeing Cassius Ohno and all that.
I would like to see that.
Be brought up, but that's TNA.
It was amazing. Again, this...
Stop it! It was god-awful except for one person, Taz.
Taz made the show.
Taz and the Aces and Eights.
They
made this Impact.
No, you said there were 3 spots that were very good. I'm assuming one of them was Taz. Another one was the Hulk Hogan Sting.
That was very good.
A lot of passion between the two. I do like seeing those two together sometimes. There are some promos they have together which are lackluster. But when they have a promo like this, it's nice. It's nice to go back in this, you know. And then Hogan has gained some weight.
Yeah, looks
He has
like
gained
it.
some weight. But you know that comes with age. I'm not going to say that he's having donuts with Mark Henry or Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka.
But you know Hogan, I just don't know if he can have another match. I don't know that.
If it does, it's going to be against Sting.
Again.
You know, it's not like we had Sting and Hogan matches from 1997, 1998, 1999. Whew, that's a lot of Sting and Hogan matches. Not to mention whatever they've done in TNA so far.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, we're going to get another generic Sting versus Hogan. If Hogan can wrestle, that's the only thing holding him back. But this was an off Impact for me. Like, the beginning was pretty much, thank you, Bully Ray, for saving it.
Yeah.
Because if Jeff Hardy spoke one more time, I was going to shoot my head.
It's never a good thing when Jeff Hardy comes by himself to the ring.
Yeah, so it's not good.
It's never a good thing.
And then you went to Chavo, and then it just went down again. Then picked up a bit. Then Taz saved it. It was Taz who saved this TNA.
An unlikely
Impact.
source. An unlikely source came to the aid of TNA.
Oh, by the way, we have to talk about, what was it? How do TNA fans spell? I think they have a problem spelling.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Wow, they're really bad.
Behind the announcers, there were a couple of fans who...
I knew I forgot something.
Yeah, held up some letters. It was supposed to spell out TNA
for life. Okay, fine, whatever.
Good, you know, generic sign, but okay.
Generic sign, that's fine.
But at some point during the... I couldn't figure out what they were trying to spell because not everyone had the letter up. So...
It said nah for life.
It said nah equals something, and I'm like, what are they trying to say here?
What are they trying to say?
And I was just trying to, I didn't get it. For the life of me, I couldn't put it together. But then they had everything except for the T. They had nah for life, because at some point they were having, like they had an equal sign or whatever.
Equal sign what?
They had just like, what the hell kind of a sign?
What's going on
and I
here?
figured it out. Okay, they're trying to do TNA for life. And I feel like if you're going to have those seats, you always have to have your sign ready. You can't just let it... Oh, goodness. Oh, boy.
I don't want to... do you guys want to hold them up? No? Yes? No? We still... Oh, what's it say now? It says not for life. Oh, there's the T. But they actually showed the T finally. It took them long enough for the T, I guess it had to zoom back a little bit.
Yeah.
And it finally showed the T. I'm like, oh, TNA for life. It's not for life.
Well, I don't understand. There's no problem with for life.
For life. Wow, so that was that's TNA for you. Like I said, those are we did have 3. Like I said, Taz pretty much saved it. Bully Ray and Hogan's thing.
Yeah.
Everything else was lackluster, to be honest. You know, there was no really open fights.
There was, let's count here. How many matches were there?
3.
3 matches. Is TNA not the place where wrestling matters?
According to their promos.
And, you know, I don't...
Wrestling matters.
Yeah.
Cross the line.
No, promos matter. Terrible promos matter by terrible promo cutters. Well, let's look through it, though. The matches that we got today were the tag match.
Yep.
Well, no, yesterday. The tag match between Chavo and Hernandez versus
that's one.
Versus Bad Influence.
There was no knockouts match.
There's no knockouts match. It was just a brawl.
Kurt Angle.
We had the 6-man tag match.
6-man and Ken Anderson versus Jeff Hardy. 3.
I feel like we're missing one though.
No.
Really?
3 matches.
Yeah, there was a lot of promo cutting, and
Gail Kim and Terrell went to a.
And I usually
Papa John's promo.
Papa John's plotted, yes. I just
no, after I bet you after they cut, they had a slice of pizza.
It's right there. It's right there.
And did the cameras cut? All right, slices of pizza for us.
Yeah.
Because there's no wrestlers in sight. So, like I said, TNA over, done with. That was. Thank you, Taz. I want my Aces and Eights vest.
Yeah.
I'll make one if I have to. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of Aces and Eights now. How quickly I switched over because of Taz.
Yeah.
I love you, Taz. I really do.
They also did reference once again that Taz offered AJ Styles
Yes.
a spot in Aces
Yes,
and
he
Eights?
did. AJ, take the spot. Take it. Work your way up.
Come on, John. I don't know what you're waiting for, John. You just basically announced that you're part of Aces and Eights.
I know.
So
It's gonna happen.
It
I'm
should
telling
happen.
you. Ugh,
it just
can't
feels
wait.
like it's too obvious, though. I don't.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I know
I don't
it
think
is.
it's gonna
It is
happen.
too obvious for AJ, but
But like we said the other day, it does seem like AJ's gonna whatever he's doing here. James Storm will help him see the light again or whatever,
the light.
and AJ will probably be the one to lead the pack against Aces and Eights.
Yes, lead the pack. The Wolf Pack. Dun, 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 dun.
Goodness, best song ever. That was the most exciting theme song in the
Turn
history.
your back on the Wolf Pack.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, look. I guess this TNA.
Might wind up in a body bag.
Wow.
I can't believe I remember those words.
Me neither.
Wow.
I gotta say that I was a little disappointed with this edition of Impact.
Wolf Pack for life.
You know that usually I'm alright with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, I
editions.
know.
don't
I
mind
know.
it. This one I'm a little disappointed because it was open fight night and we only got 3 matches out of it. You know,
It was very disappointing.
we could have used more. You know, I do like matches. I do feel like let's have a list of people who got snubbed in today's Impact. All right, we got 1 appearance from Magnus and it wasn't in a
Yes.
match. We got no X Divisioners except for a backstage segment. We didn't get any Robbie T or Robbie E, and I think we
That's
didn't
true.
get any last year either. We didn't get any Joseph Parks.
No, wow, I didn't realize that.
And is this a result of all that promo cutting? It
Yes.
absolutely is. You know. But again, we'll see how they further these storylines along. What do you think? Do you think TNA is in need of another show in the week?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they can't compete with Raw. They tried it,
No, they
failed
can't.
miserably.
I think what they're doing is smart right now. What they're doing is first they're going around the country,
Of course.
getting their name out there. Because at the moment, I don't know if they have the funds to have a second show.
Yeah.
I know they do have web matches every now and then, which
Yep.
they post on YouTube.
They
That's a
do.
good way to do it. That's pretty smart. TNA Explosion, I believe, is the equivalent to maybe Main Event, but again, not aired on TV. It's online. In terms of their, did you see the WrestleMania promo during Impact?
Yes, I did.
That's got to be rough. But you know,
Yeah.
it happens both ways because there are some
It
times
does.
where you're watching Raw and you do see a TNA promo on Spike TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works both ways. But you got to believe that even though there are TNA smarks out there, a good amount of them are going to tune into WrestleMania anyway.
Oh, of course. It's WrestleMania. Even though you're saying you're not
Whether-
a WWE fan, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch WrestleMania," where you secretly are.
Mhm.
Just like just like any smart would say, "Oh, no, I don't watch TNA or WWE. I watch ROH and all the indie promotions." You're gonna watch WrestleMania. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
You're gonna tune in. You're gonna want to see what happens. This is why I hate smarks.
Yeah.
Hate smarks, period. But we're smarks as well. So, but we're not the generic smarks like people think we are. We'll
Well,
admit to
yeah.
we're WWE fans. We're TNA.
Well,
Not
you're,
fans.
You're a TNA hater.
I'm a Aces and Eights fan. It should be called Aces and Eights
Wrestling.
Impact. That's what it should be called. This is better than the NWO right now. As I said it. Did I just say that? Didn't I?
You just said that.
Wow.
You
Wow.
just said that. No comment from me. I'm gonna leave it at that. So.
I mean, it's really not better than the NWO, but it has potential.
It absolutely has potential. It really
The way
does.
everything's rolling for them right now, if Bully Ray keeps doing his heel thing
Mhm.
and having Taz on the mic, which makes it work.
Yeah.
Keep having him on commentary, keep him heel. I love it.
The only thing I gotta
But like
say.
I said, I did notice, I did show you something which made it a little, going back to WCW, as if Tony Schiavone is that guy in the middle.
Mhm.
Mike Today is always Mike Today. Taz is Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, that's basically the format they're using again, and it works.
It works, yeah.
It works.
And the guy looks like Tony Schiavone. Just a fatter version of him.
You and fatness. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying there. I do. And yeah, the formula usually works.
Yeah.
It does work.
It does.
You know, it's far better than the all face panel
Yes.
that other companies, for some
That
reason,
other
think is a good
stupid
idea.
company.
On their,
WWE.
on their premiere show.
Jerry Lawler. Michael Cole.
I don't get it. I don't understand what they see in having.
Let's hope JBL. Well, we won't.
JBL, get off the mountain. Come back.
Get off the mountain. Come back.
We need you.
Come back. We need you. Well, we're not going to hear the announcing for WrestleMania, but obviously we're going to watch it again.
Yeah.
And see what the announcing is like.
It's too bad because this whole situation, I really did like Michael Cole as a heel.
Oh, I did too.
I'm not saying I like the matches. The matches were unnecessary, but I did like heel Michael Cole.
Let's talk about WrestleMania. They took a picture of the set yesterday.
Oh yeah, you sent me a picture of that. And there's one thing that stands out really high.
Can't miss it.
And I really hope none of you listeners are seated behind it.
I really hope not either.
There is a gigantic
Empire State Building.
to scale. It's to scale. It's exactly the same size as the one in New York.
Close to it.
Maybe not. No, it's not. It's not. It's just a small replica, but it's still
It's huge.
It's still a good size.
It's huge.
And if you think you got front row, you're pumped. And then you're right in your face is the Empire State Building, the little one.
What did we just spend our money on?
Why
just the big Empire State Building in front of us?
I gotta
That's
believe
it.
that they're gonna have a little bit of that tarped off.
I think so.
They have to, because you can't just.
I think that's gonna be where the pyro is and stuff like that.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so once again they're plugging New York.
Yeah.
We have to prove this is in New Jersey. I'm getting pissed off now.
Yeah. But
it's getting ridiculous. I want to
because it is more than just the Empire State Building. They are going to have a Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Which isn't even in New York. It's in the freaking ocean. But
it's actually, according to, I guess, the line, it's technically in New Jersey.
Well, I haven't looked into that, but yeah, I'm very interested in seeing the setup. I really.
And it's gonna be all New York.
It's gonna be it'll be cool, because let's be honest, WWE usually does a good job with
I think we should
with
rent
WrestleMania setups, except for every time they, it's funny. It seems like WrestleMania is the only pay-per-view where they actually brainstorm on ideas for the stage, because every other pay-per-view has the same.
I think what we should do is do what DX did. And remember they went to WCW with the army and stuff, army gear and stuff. We should go in army gear and just pronounce WrestleMania is in New Jersey, not New York, and just ride around MetLife Stadium saying that. I think we'd get over it.
That would be pretty funny.
That would get over. It would. I mean, because it's in New Jersey. It's in East Rutherford.
Yeah.
New Jersey. New Jersey's the end of it. Where's East Rutherford? In New Jersey. It's not in New York. I'm pretty damn sure it's not in New York. I know Madison Square Garden's in New York. I know Citi Field's in New York.
Yeah.
I know the new Yankee Stadium's in New York. I know the Barclays Center's in New York.
Yeah.
Am I missing one? Oh wait, we magically moved
by
MetLife.
By that logic, aren't the Devils in New York too? Because
no, they're in the Prudential Center.
I was just being a douche.
I know. Soon enough. Yeah. Oh, Islanders. They have that, but they're moving to the Barclays Center as well. But they magically lifted MetLife and just put it in New York.
I don't know how they did that. With lots of helicopters, just pick up MetLife Stadium and bring them over there.
I don't get it. There's not 1 ounce of there's no words about New Jersey. They show Hoboken, Secaucus, and that's it. Thanks. Right? You're pretty much saying about New Jersey it sucks. It's the way they're seeing it.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of people here who don't.
We get it. There's millions of people coming around the world to watch WrestleMania. And I understand you want to plug the New York area. I get it.
It's you know what though? John Cena said it best, and he didn't mean it as a rib to New Jersey, but he said it best when he said that they'll be competing in the shadows of New York at MetLife Stadium. And that's the truth. The northern New Jersey will always be in the shadow of New York. Let's be honest.
Of course.
But what I just don't like
But
is when
we do have MetLife Stadium. We do, you know, we used to have Giant Stadium, that is destroyed.
well, that was in New York too. So I would think that they at some point they have to start now. Well, they do have a little more plugs from New Jersey now.
They do.
They
Thank
do.
God.
At first, they only had the Hoboken plug.
Yep.
But now they were showing the New Jersey Turnpike.
The Turnpike.
The Turnpike,
Out of
yeah.
all things to show. Why not show Carlos's Bakery?
Carlos Bakery. Yeah.
Why
And
not?
Cake Boss. You know,
Yeah,
people-
Cake
a lot of
Boss.
people
Why
know about
not?
that. No, you do have plenty of stuff to look at here. Obviously, you have MetLife Stadium itself.
Yes.
All right. Why not show? Let's see. What the hell? The Jersey Shore.
Yeah, the Jersey Shore, right?
I mean, come on.
Atlantic City. You know, show
Atlantic
that.
City, show some casinos or whatever. I mean,
Do something. But no, you just show New York.
but again, I guess what it is that they want to appeal to the broader audience.
I get that.
If you say New York, people will listen more. If you say New Jersey, I guess. But still, I mean, they should understand that the word WrestleMania supersedes everything.
Yes.
No matter where you put it, it's going to be a big deal.
And speaking of Cake Boss, they made a cake, and look how awesome this cake is.
Yeah, I have seen their cakes before.
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
They actually did make. This isn't the first time Cake
Yeah.
Boss has made a cake for
WrestleMania.
This
Two
was.
so far.
Have you seen it? You saw
Yeah,
the
I
other
saw
one, right?
I saw the one with Santino.
Okay.
They destroyed it.
Yeah, they didn't even eat it.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness,
He
that
felt so bad.
that broke my heart
Yeah.
because I've been eating Carlos Bakery cake since I was born. My parents, Carlos Bakery has a history in my family. We lived in Hoboken. We went there for everything. Basically, all the people you see on Carlos Bakery, we've seen when they were young.
Okay.
We've gone there since before there were these huge lines, gigantic lines on the outside because at the time it was just a family business. Now it's huge. The cake is so good, and it pained me to see them not eat that
I know,
cake.
right? Yeah, that is quite sad.
It was sad.
We have news on MVP.
Oh, let's hear it.
Whether I return to the WWE or not, I will be forever grateful for the opportunity to live this life. Thanks, Vince, for giving an ex-con a shot. Now, we all know he is an ex-con.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a comeback.
Right.
Trying to beg for his job back. I mean, I did like the character at one point.
I think why not? Bring him back.
You need something.
Bring him back.
You need something.
And I'm not his biggest fan, but I did enjoy him. I did enjoy his matches. And I think he could work. Bring him. Yeah, why not? Why not? A lot of people were pushing him to be in the main event at one point.
Yeah.
He was over.
Oh, you're right.
He was absolutely over, and then they just dropped the ball on him.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
I'm really about to get annoyed in 5
Oh
seconds.
boy! Yeah, oh my goodness! There's so many things going on in my head right now that I can't imagine what it could possibly be.
Evan Bourne
Is he on his
made
way
his
back?
return to Thursday night's NXT Live event. Defeated El Generico.
Did he really?
So wait a minute. This guy hasn't wrestled in God knows how long. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we have El Generico, now known as Sami Zayn. Stupid name, but I will still call him
Hey,
El Generico.
it's the most amazing name in the world.
Stop it. He's been out of action since March of 2012.
Mm-hmm.
March, that's a year. A damn year. I can't say anymore.
And the Evan Bourne matches.
I can't say anymore.
It's not.
This is BS.
It is. It is.
This is BS. You have Sami Zayn, who's talented enough,
Mm-hmm.
but Evan Bourne has to come back and magically win.
It's just a name. It's just a name.
Magically, listen, Evan Bourne, I hate your freaking guts. Tear your ACL again. Tear your MCL again, okay? Please, out of action, please. If we're gonna get this crap, this is BS.
Yeah.
This is garbage.
And you know what's going to happen. He's just going to get injured again.
Of course. I hope he does.
Or he's going to violate the policy again.
This literally pissed me off. When I read this, I was done. Because this is BS.
It is.
I hate when they do this to people who have been out for 2 years or a year. They come back and win their first. Are you kidding me? You can't build them up again? Let El Generico get a win. Huh?
Yeah.
You signed him for a reason.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
did you sign him to job? I mean,
hey, he could be the newest job squad member. I mean, since they've taken the mask away, and they've taken his name away, he could just potentially be another jobber. I mean, they've taken everything that's unique about him. They've taken away so far. The only thing that's left is his moveset.
Yes. And I think they're happy with the moveset.
Okay.
It's creative. It's different. It's something that we haven't seen in WWE yet. But this is a joke. Evan Bourne, really? You return to action your first night back, and you defeat someone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's a joke.
Well, again, I figured the only reason this happened was because of Evan Bourne's name. He has been the champion in the company. They're just trying to help him work his way back. But I don't think you need to do it at the expense of El Generico.
Exactly.
Do it with somebody else.
Exactly. Do it with someone else, not him. Why does he deserve to lose?
I mean, why not use Zack Ryder? I mean,
yeah, right.
You're not using him. All he does is lose. So,
I mean,
at this point,
I understand it's a live event, and live events don't show.
Yeah.
But still, everyone knows you beat El Generico, and obviously the people who follow Sami Zayn are going to be upset because this is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, WWE. I really don't get it. You have a possible person that can take Rey Mysterio's spot. He's the perfect type.
Yeah.
He's got the moveset. He's different, even though he doesn't have the mask anymore.
Yeah.
But he could be your high flyer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And that's something I believe that WWE needs. I don't understand why they don't use their high flyers anymore.
What
I mean, Kofi Kingston is there.
Airborne's gonna come back now.
And Kofi Kingston is there, but
make a generic tag team and call it Air something, Air Mark Henry, Air Antonio Cesaro, Air something, Air Bud,
Swiss Air,
Air Jam. I mean, it's stupid.
Space Jam.
Space Jam. Plug for Space Jam.
Yes,
yeah.
Great movie.
Welcome to the Jam. Come on,
I do not believe this. But that's two songs that I cannot believe you remember the lyrics to.
Welcome to the Jam.
The funny thing is, WWE has. I'm telling you, it's going to be
having fun with this show.
A real shame if they do not use Adrian Neville.
That's another one.
He's another one. For those of you who don't know who Adrian Neville is, just check him out. Adrian Neville. I mean, I'm sure it's on YouTube. He's made a name for himself on NXT with his corkscrew
headbutt
shooting star press.
Headbutt.
It's a shooting star press,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is.
All right. And it's a great move. He nails it every time.
Yep.
Just you got to see this finisher. It's unbelievable.
Hey, I've seen it, and it's really cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah.
That we haven't seen, you know?
I mean, Starship Pain has nothing on it. Nothing.
Nothing.
And I think that this is a far more impressive move than anything Evan Bourne's done.
Do you want the Impact spoilers for next week?
Oh, boy. I don't know if I do. But, hey, humor me.
What the heck?
Hey!
So, this is for next week. TNA. And, Arkansas. Yay! And, Jonesboro, I guess, Arena or Convention Center, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Contract signing with Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, Chavo Guerrero, and Hernandez kicks off the show. Their April 11th match ends up being a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Mm-hmm.
If Hernandez and Guerrero lose, they have to break up. Come on, Austin Aries. Come on, Bobby Roode. Come on!
Bobby Roode.
Adam Pearce defeated Mango? A Mango?
A Mango?
Mago or Magno? And the gut check match, like I said, Adam Pearce is talented.
Okay.
So definitely watch that match. I'm not just for Adam Pearce's sake. I don't know the other guy.
Okay.
Tara and Gail Kim beat Velvet's Guy and Taryn Terrell. Go figure. Joey Ryan was the referee. Tara hit him with a low blow after the match. What a shock. Aces and H try to get AJ Styles again to join them. Again.
Okay.
D'Lo
so
Brown,
they're really pushing this here.
Yes. D'Lo Brown gets a notice from the office saying he's fired. Uh-oh. Hogan tries to talk to AJ into helping TNA. James Storms interrupts and has war with AJ. Hogan makes Storm versus AJ Styles for the April 11th show. I guess they're making this 11th show a huge show.
Okay.
Like a pay-per-view show, almost. Petey Williams beat Sanjay Dutt and Mason Andrews to become the new #1 contender. What's wrong with that?
No, so wait, who's
Petey Williams? Yeah.
No, this is a good thing.
This is a good thing.
This is a very good thing.
Devon, Doc, Nux, Wes Briscoe, and Garrett Bischoff. Oh, that's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
Taz has a new nickname for Bischoff. It's the Bish.
The Bish.
The Bish.
The Bish. He's cutting it close with that
They
one.
defeated Kurt Angle, Magnus Samojo, Eric Young, and Joseph Park in the main event. Bully Ray came out and talked about his Full Metal Mayhem match against Jeff Hardy on the 11th. Bully calls out Brooke Hogan and insults her. Bully gives her a front row tickets to next week in Impact. What a guy! What a guy!
So Bully Ray gave tickets to Brooke?
Yep, 2 front row seats.
What a class act!
What a class act!
You know,
he's a good guy.
He's letting bygones be bygones, and yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, nice guy. She ends up slapping him, and out comes Jeff Hardy.
Oh, come on, Brooke, really? All right, look, we know TNA Impact isn't the best show out there, but did you have to slap him?
I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, if I was to give you TNA Impact seats, would you slap me?
Absolutely not.
Yes,
I'd give you a pat on the back.
You hate TNA so much that you would slap me.
Well, no, because I want an Aces and Aces vest, and the only way I'm going to get one is if I steal one. So hopefully when Taz is not looking, I slip it off him.
I see.
Well, he's too fat to catch me.
Oh, well. Oh, boy. No, man. I didn't
Yes!
say that.
Remember what Paul Heyman said. He said this on, I think he was shooting on Vince, and he turned to Taz, he said, you took a wrestler, the great wrestler, and turned him to a fat commentator. I started laughing. I'm like, oh my god, it's true. So, one of the great Paul Heyman shoots, I think, of all time. So check that out if you guys can find it. She ends up slapping him. Now comes Jeff Hardy. They brawl, and a ladder and a table are brought into the fight. They brawl some more, and Hardy puts Bully through a table to end it. So that means Bully Ray is retaining at next week's Impact.
Well, let's see. That'll be interesting to see.
But interesting how they did Impact already. I mean,
yeah, that's true. So what were the matches you said?
Adam Pearce versus.
Okay, I got them all. Never mind.
You got him right.
Yeah.
Okay. So wild week for next week for TNA. Hopefully more of Taz and more of Aces and Eights.
I hope so.
Kind of upset about Brooke slapping your husband.
Yeah, I mean, come on. He just gave you tickets to front row tickets. Come on.
I don't know if this is true or not. Who's next from NXT to come to WWE TV? Reportedly, Cassius Ohno will be the next NXT star.
Okay.
And won't likely to appear till after Mania.
Oh, so he'll get more backstage segments with Bo Dallas then.
Do we have to say that?
Unfortunately, that's what's going on, is it not? You know?
That is true. Obviously, 9 days away now, are we?
Yeah, it is.
9 days away to WrestleMania. Access is coming up quickly for me. It's wow.
You must be excited.
I am excited. I'm actually excited for the whole weekend, to be honest. It's once Sunday hits, you know it's WrestleMania weekend, because they have the big show in AC and stuff like that. So, this is just broke now, I guess. Major concern about Punk and Taker at WrestleMania 29.
Okay.
Top WWE officials are not pleased with the build for the match so far and are worried that it won't be as good as the past few years. Taker has defended the streak. The concern has to do with Punk being burnt and frustrated with the storyline, as well as the Undertaker's health being up in the air. There's also talk that Taker just isn't into it this year like he usually is. Mm-hmm. And you can see that.
Right.
I think you can. Because obviously, he's got a gut, he's fat, he's a baby. Move on.
Oh, boy. Going all out today with the fatness.
I am. Oh my god, I'm loving it. This is our number. I think this is our great show. I love this. I am so happy. Taz has made me a different person today. I have a big smile on my face. Thank you, Taz. Thank you, Aces and Eights. Thank you, Bully Ray. Thank you, Garrett Bish. Bish. Thank you, Garrett Bish. I guess. Doc Nux. Not Wes Briscoe. Is there anyone else? Oh, not Anderson. If you kick those two out, it'd be good.
Yeah, get Anderson out of there. He brings nothing.
Brings nothing.
He brings nothing but tantrums.
Yes.
Briscoe. Wes Briscoe. What is he? Do you really? They just have him there because they want that guy with long hair.
Yep, that's it.
But it's stupid long hair, so they got to get somebody else.
I think this is
Get somebody who uses conditioner and has their hair
slick back.
organized.
Yes, like Ric Flair.
Oh, wow,
Nature
yeah, even
Boy.
Ric Flair.
Woo! Oh man, I'm loving today's show. I don't want to go off, but we have to go off.
Yeah.
On a good note, we'll see you guys next week. WrestleMania weekend is just getting started. We're almost there. Almost 9 days away. 9 days away. Next week we'll be closer and closer and closer. Hopefully we'll get all our picks made and final, and hopefully we'll have a Saturday show. Hopefully everyone's not doing anything. We'll make our picks, discuss the matches and stuff like that. We'll have a WrestleMania 29 review. We'll have the last Raw review of going to Mania on Tuesday. Obviously Wednesday we'll have the SmackDown spoilers, and so on and so forth. That's it for today's show. Tune in for next week. WrestleMania, like I said, kicks off. WrestleMania weekend starts Sunday. On Sunday, it starts. Once Sunday, it's, 8 days away? 7 days away? 8 days?
Once Sunday's done,
Yeah.
it's going to be like 6 days.
6 days away?
Yeah.
Wow. It's hitting me. It's closer. It's getting close.
It
So, like I said, we have all that next week. I'm
is.
John.
If for some reason we do not have a show on the weekend, we'd like to wish you all a happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter and stuff like that.
Enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah, and get your family gatherings, out of the way on Easter,
Yes.
so that you can have your WrestleMania time next Sunday. So, unless you're going to WrestleMania with your family.
Yes,
then
there
do
you
it
go.
yourself, so.
That'd be a nice Easter gift, though, because I know a lot of people do Easter
Oh,
gifts
yeah.
and stuff like that. And it'd be pretty cool
Yeah,
to
right.
get WrestleMania
You
29
do-
tickets as a gift for Easter. So.
Easter egg hunt, the kids, to find
I
WrestleMania tickets.
I got, when I was, this is way off the subject, but I got a Game Boy for Easter as a kid. So I got gifts as a kid. So I don't know how your family did it, but I always got gifts on Easter. As for me,
All I remember was food. Food and chocolate.
Food and
That's it.
chocolate, and Easter egg hunts. That's why I.
That's right, yeah. We did
That was
have
also
Easter
fun.
egg hunts at my church, so.
Which I never got the most eggs because I always thought they planned it was all secret.
It's funny because there are times where we would have Easter egg hunts and then we would find eggs like a year later that nobody else found.
That's kind of funny.
So, is that chocolate
1 year,
still good?
1
or-
year later,
Yeah.
did we put that egg there?
Yeah.
But like I said, enjoy Easter, all that kind of stuff. WrestleMania is getting closer and closer. It's in New Jersey, not New York. Hall of Fame too. Just want to congrat all the Hall of Famers that get inducted Saturday night. Unfortunately, we'll review that on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Whether they deserve to be in it or not.
yes. There's I think they all do.
They do.
I mean, it sucks that we haven't been talking about that.
Yeah.
But it's more about the access, the experience, and stuff like that. And you do have the Hall of Fame. Not give the inductees already. So, like I said, we'll have a huge review on Monday and Tuesday. So I think it's gonna carry out through the week, and obviously the Monday of Raw, because that's also the big. It's always the big show after Mania. For some odd reason, you always get a huge return.
Yeah.
Like
because
last year-
it's basically the start of a new season.
Yes, that's what it is. It's like a brand new season to wrestling.
Yeah.
And last year was Brock Lesnar. The question is that we'll talk about next week. Can they top that?
Sting.
On that note, we're gonna go. I'm John.
This is Ed.
See you guys next week.
Take care.